Just saying, it's a crazy time. You can't afford not to like black people. You don't like black people enough, you could become one yourself. I'm not the only black man with a bunch of mug shots.
Right.
It's them young ones that come.
Yes,
That'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent. I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself.
ESPN confirming to NBC it's cutting ties with its NFL commentator Shannon Sharpe. The move coming after Sharpe, of course, the Hall of Fame tight end, settled a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and battery.
Grateful for that, but I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have.
Oh no, it's getting real messy out here. Katt Williams just went in on Shannon Sharpe, and let me tell you, he did not hold back even a little. This man straight up dragged Shannon after ESPN showed him the door. And guess what? Katt's basically out here saying, how am I supposed to feel bad for someone who couldn't take good advice? Yup. Shannon fell for the oldest trap in the book. Can you believe that? He ignored all the red flags. And in case you missed it, ESPN completely cut ties with Shannon. Like boom, gone. Right after he settled that $50 million lawsuit with OnlyFans model Gabriela Zuniga. Yeah, that one. And guess what? Katt actually warned Shannon about this exact situation. You heard me. Sat right across from him on Club Shay Shay and looked him dead in the eyes saying, hey, messing with white women like that, it's a setup.
White women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
You tried to say what you tried to say.
I'm looking right at you. I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to look.
But what did Shannon do? Did he listen? Nope. He brushed it off like it was a joke, and look at him now. Fired, embarrassed, and scrambling to clean up the mess. Instead of being smart about it, he ends up coughing up a massive settlement, gets slammed all over the media, and then, boom, ESPN said, yeah, we're done here. And honestly, ain't no big-time network trying to touch someone whose biggest headline is a lawsuit settlement. Let's be real. Now Katt's just out here smirking and saying, told you so. Sources close to Shannon say Katt has zero sympathy. I mean, how could he? Shannon had everything. Fame, success, respect, and threw it away acting dumb. Turns out Katt didn't just give that warning for no reason. He knew what Shannon was up to. He knew Shannon was involved with Gabriela way before the lawsuit. He saw it all coming from a mile away. And while Katt made it sound like he was referring to the Jonathan Majors case back then, nah, he was aiming that warning directly at Shannon.
Didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that.
You see Jonathan Major, what he went through, Marvel dropped him as soon as the conviction came out. And you were telling the
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you, coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by himself, he was getting all four. Guilty, 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 guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful, they had to knock half of it off. Bless it.
So yeah, Katt might crack jokes, but he does not lie. Meanwhile, Shannon just kept ignoring the signs. What's even crazier, Shannon thought paying millions to this girl would keep his job safe and make the scandal disappear. LOL, that plan backfired so hard, ESPN cut him off anyway. And get this, right after she cashed that check, Gabriela went straight to Instagram and said she's retiring from OnlyFans, like, bye-bye. She literally wrote, today I've decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thanks for the incredible support these past few years. I've got new projects coming. I'm excited for this next chapter. Ma'am. She secured the bag and walked away. Y'all, Shannon retired this woman. She said she got generational wealth from a freaky old football dude. You can't make this stuff up. And people ain't letting Shannon off easy. It's not just that he got played. It's that this is the same man who once said he wouldn't let his daughter's wedding budget go past $30,000. Seriously. Then receipts dropped showing that this girl, this OnlyFans model, was charging Shannon $25,000 per encounter. People went off. One person on X said, this needed to happen to show how much of a hypocrite he is. And they're not wrong. Another post read, Shannon Sharpe did a lot of dumb stuff, but the way he's being cheap on his daughter's wedding while giving millions to a young white girl who played him? Nah, I can't respect that. And just when you thought it couldn't get more humiliating, boom! Boom! ESPN hit the man with that official goodbye. And guess what? No statement. Nothing. They didn't even put out a proper announcement. People magazine reached out to ESPN and they were like crickets. As for Shannon, he finally spoke out on July 30th on the Nightcap podcast. He tried to play it cool, saying he's at peace with the decision. But then he said he begged ESPN to delay the announcement until after his brother, Shannon Sharpe, was inducted into the Hall of Fame because, of course, he knew his scandal was going to take over the headlines and ruin his brother's moment. So what did ESPN say? Nothing. They went ahead and dropped the bomb anyway, like, no care, no delay, just you're out. Cold.
Started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you.
And now, it gets worse. Shannon was literally about to lock down a $100 million deal right before this whole mess exploded. I mean, he was this close to becoming a podcast mogul. The deal would have included all his Shay Shay media stuff. Club Shay Shay, Nightcap with Chad Johnson, Club 520, Bubba Dub Show, Humble Baddies, all of it. And on April 18th, just 3 days before Gabriella filed her lawsuit, Front Office Sports said Shannon was on track to sign the deal. Over $100 million. Gone. Now, not only is that deal gone, but he's done with ESPN and also blacklisted from the whole Disney family. Yup, that's ESPN, ABC, Hulu, everything. That type of scandal, it's a permanent stain. Ain't nobody in those big networks touching him after this. Every single show, every project that was supposed to put Shannon at the top of the podcast game, gone. The moment he got tangled up with that 19-year-old, it was a wrap. So once again, Katt Williams was right. Nobody's feeling bad for Shannon because he had everything. Money, power, opportunity, and just blew it. All of it. Gone because of one dumb decision after another. So let me know. What do you think about all this? Did Shannon bring it on himself? Was ESPN too quick to drop him? And how do y'all feel about him giving millions to that OnlyFans model while pinching pennies on his own daughter's wedding? Talk to me in the comments. I'm dying to know what y'all think. Catch you in the next video.